You talked about coaching players hard, and I feel like there's a false stigma around today's players that they're not tough. Where do you land on that? Are players less tough today?
I think players are not as tough as, and I sound like the old guy, I don't think players are necessarily as tough as maybe 10, 15 years ago, but I think that's because, we're just making everything easy for them. In the game of basketball, there are certain requirements, right? And you have to be able and willing to do some of those things that might not necessarily be fun. Things like getting in shape, things like working on your body, things doing like the boring things, and being able to articulate that in a way that like the best players simply choose to not get bored with the boring. When you talk about toughness, I think we think of like Dan Hurley, like screaming and cussing at people. I also think toughness is just, hey, that wasn't great. We got to do that better. I don't think it's my job to sit here and scream at you and motivate you that way. It's like, no, this is what you said that you wanted to do. I'm going to hold you accountable to that.
I think this lack of toughness that is always put on the players honestly has more to do with the coaches and people around them tolerating the lack of toughness.
Yep.
These are young kids now, 16, 17, getting skyrocketed into stardom. And I just think more and more is tolerated because of how much power is now in the players' hands with NIL, with every opportunity they may have. They have so much opportunity and so much power. And a lot of these coaches tolerate things that weren't tolerated pre this NIL era.